This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by Mams Taylor out here in Miami. The weigh-in's just done. What a great night of fights are happening on Saturday.
It's going to be a really, it's honestly one of my favorite non-pay-per-view cards. And I think people who enjoy boxing, imagine like seeing the guys that you're seeing from their first fight to now, the progress you've seen. I think people, the influencers and the crossover boxers don't get enough credit for that sometimes, you know? Like where
the progression from beginner to an amateur to a pro.
Yeah, they've come a long way, and it's a testament to their hard work, and I think they should get a lot of credit, and I think this card will display a lot of skills from the first fight they've ever had, Leah Gotti versus Amber Fields, first boxing match they've ever had, all the way to Jahan Ingram and Amir Cashman Anderson, who are two prospects as future world champions. You know, these kids will be champions one day. I have no doubt. And everything in between. Even FaZe Temper and Josh Bruckner, I'm really excited to see their progress. You can see that they've made remarkable improvements as well, you know, in their training. So I'm excited about the whole thing. Obviously sad about OJ, but I think this is a great fight. Some say it's a better fight. Anthony Taylor
versus Samuel Erickson. I mean, do you think that, I guess Anthony Taylor coming in very last minute, but he's still been in camp for KSI, so it's not like he's just come in off the couch. He's in great shape.
No, he's in great shape. It's not like Anthony Taylor's stepping up. He wants to fight any and all comers, and I love that attitude, you know. And he deserves it. And I told him, look, man, I'm really sorry about the way things went down. You've been a gentleman. I'll get you as many fights as you can handle. So he's like, can I fight again after?
Misfits do look after Anthony Taylor, which is good to see, certainly.
Anthony Taylor, Misfits looks after all the fighters, to be honest with you, Fred. I came into this thing with KSI with us saying, let's absolutely make sure we learn from the mistakes of other promotions, other organizations, and make sure the fighters feel like kings. But there's a few that have shit on us so much that it's like, well, you can't
please everyone.
You can't please everyone. It's not just that. It's like just doing the right thing. And I always try to do the right thing. Doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. I do. I know I do. But I try to do the most moral and correct thing in every situation, in every instance that I can. And if I make a mistake, I try and own up to it. My whole thing is, it's really a challenge to not become a complete asshole sometimes. Because the villain...
To not play the bad guy, you know?
I don't want to be the bad guy, but sometimes you're like, wow, I've been really good to this person, and they've just basically talked all this shit. Or said something that was completely false or whatever. And I'm not perfect, but it's just weird, man. It's weird. But on the plus side of it, most of the fighters are great guys. They're great girls. They put in a ton of work, and we cooperate. You know, like if someone says, hey, I want to fight this person, this is my plan. I try and take an active interest in what people's objectives and goals are, and try and fulfill it as much as possible, as long as it makes sense. So I'm proud of the relationship that we have with fighters, with most fighters. We really think something's kicking off there, Frederick.
Oh, I think it's just between the two girls. There's a lot of hype between the two girls in this card. It's probably the most hype fight in terms of, I'll try and turn the camera around right now. It's probably the most hype fight in terms of the whole pay-per-view. Before we wrap up a few things, what do you make of Jake Paul wanting to go to the Olympics?
No comment.
You had a comment on Instagram.
Oh, you really are a stalker.
No, IFN on their Twitter.
Oh, okay.
They found your comment.
What did I say?
I can't remember. I don't think it's the most positive thing, but is that a possibility?
Is there a possibility that he wins a gold medal in the Olympics? Yeah, look, I don't know, bro. I think it's good to have goals. Mm-hmm. It's good to have goals. They're going off.
Yeah, it's great. It's perfect. Which fight is KSI most hyped for? I'm sure he'll be tuning in live on the zone.
KSI is definitely interested in the cruiserweight tournament, but we were talking about it today. We're like, it's a banger card, so he's excited. He really loves the fights and he enjoys them a lot. And I think you're going to see a lot more involvement from KSI as well and he's going to be involved in a lot more decision making. He's going to be more active in the space, and more. He's setting time aside to really be the CEO that he is, and I think that's going to go a long way as well.
What do you reckon he'll be adding to the business?
Look, that guy's a creator. You know, that guy's been a creator for a long time. He understands. He's in touch with certain things, and also a big name fighter is gonna respond to KSI a lot quicker, you know, as well. So I think him being active, having his face around more often, it's going to go a long way. I mean, he's a massive creator. He's passionate about it. It's something we're all very passionate about. It's our company, and he said to me, I've never, you know, like I kind of let JJ captains his own ship. We're just there. The team's there. All right, you want to go this way? This is the best path for it. This is the best route. Whatever. But JJ's like, you know what? I really want to be more and more involved in Misfits. I really love it. I love the space. So I think that's gonna be fun.
So when you see some new kind of creative sparks coming in, you understand that that's KSI's input. We'll be expecting the Misfits Dublin card. Any more announcements on that, or is that fully fledged now?
Well, I just said AT. If AT's okay, he'll be fighting Gabe Silva, defending his title twice in 3 weeks.
And if Lil Cray, the winner of Lil Cray and Ace Musa, is there any chance they can fight Joey Knight?
I don't know, because I have another card. 3 titles will be defended on that night. 3 titles.
Can we say where it is?
We're going out today, right?
Yes, it's going out in the next half an hour.
I'll just edit that part out. I'm not allowed to say it yet.
Oh. And then there's one more thing before we end off tomorrow night. And there will be a big after party since we're in Miami.
At your place, yeah.
in your hotel, apparently.
No, I'm too old for after parties, Fredericks.
Awesome, nice one, Mams.
Thank you.
Cool.
Gotcha.
You met Wally?
Yeah, we just read Motel. Yeah. Yes, sir.
My God. How are you? I'm so sad. He's such a good one. Which one is it? I'm just picking up. I'm not French anymore. Sorry. It's not.
Are you back?
Hopefully. So what are you thinking? Is it for the 6 weeks? Do you feel like October? My camera.
Fred likes to get everything. Let's make sure you're okay. Let's make sure you're healed, and then we'll talk when you're ready. We'll make it happen. You know that. I got you.
Appreciate you.
Right. Of course, always.
You're the best.
You are the best. How are you?
Alright, just a little bit here.